But
He's falling off.
a week ago.
We live now. We live now. We live now.
Look, we live now. Hold on. Wait. Let me tell y'all something. Let me tell you something. First of all, Antoine Scott, this is clearly Canadian. This is the best hood shit in Chicago. Came out since 1991, motherfucker. So
first drinking water.
Okay, tell him, bald head. So James said, "What you drinking, G?" I said, "Oh, this is." And then Antoine was looking like, "What's that you drinking?" Then James said, "Oh, Santa Monica water." I'm like, first of all,
I said bougie.
1991. This has been discontinued in Chicago. 1991. How many years is that? Over 20 years. I'm saying.
Yeah. Where you found it at?
Santa Monica. It's called
Santa Monica.
Trader Joe's.
Only in Santa Monica.
Look,
Salvage Bond.
It's at the marketplace.
It's at the marketplace. That's a good word for
smart.
No, it's at the marketplace, G.
Right. And where's the marketplace at?
Westwood and Santa Monica Boulevard.
Okay, there we go.
Now look, all the hood gas stations only carry peach. This right here is Mountain Blackberry, and I get Mountain Blackberry and cherry because I don't think niggas should be eating peaches. But that's me though. If niggas
I can't eat no peach.
No.
Why niggas can't eat no peach, man?
Niggas is soft when they eat peaches. They listen to the
the peach is soft, motherfucker.
Peaches are good. What are you talking about?
Hey man, they
wait. How come I can't say
Diamond in the rough? Shout out to Russell.
Hey,
Carrie, what's happening, y'all?
Yeah, I'm just saying, Russell with the good eyewear, right?
Shot Town in the building.
Listen, what up, Diamond? What up, Diamond? Uncle Diamond,
Diamond right? In the rough.
Listen, Antoine and Ballhead and
what up, Delton?
When you have, what up, G? Turner, what up, baby? Listen, when you do shit like drink clearly Canadian and you want it because it's a nostalgic taste. Hey, Tanisha, go get it.
Spell it.
How's nostalgic taste?
Spell it.
Nostalgic. Nostalgic. You know what?
Oakland.
Yeah.
TALIGA. IGIA.
What up, Tosh?
Antoine, did I spell it right?
I want to pay attention. I said, That's what ain't saying right.
Everybody knows
what's going on, fella? Jade, how you doing?
Hey, Jade. Hey, Jay Will. You
right back. What's up, Jay?
ATL in the building. Shouty.
Man, let's get right into it, brother. Let's get right into it, man. You know, we ain't gotta wait for shit. You know what I'm saying? So, Antoine Scott, how was your weekend, brother?
Man, my weekend was stupendous, glorious, and magnificent. I must say, those 4 shows I made, all 4 gigs Friday. It was stupendous. They therefore gave me a Saturday and Sunday to sit back and relax. When you make 4 shows on a Friday, it was glorious, I must say. Stupendous. I can't say enough. And seeing you drink that bullshit stupid blackberry water made it even better. Straight from Trader Joe's and whatever else Aquafina sink water you just had. So Grady and bald heads you missed when we first started. That she doing it now. Grady chew like a 16-year-old youth infant baby.
That nigga chew fun. See, I'm gonna tell you really what it is. Grady is just always trying to do shit different. I'm proud you're doing it with one hand.
Upgrade.
He don't need no outside gig. He don't need no damn help. Ain't no damn upgrade. I just don't feel like any motherfucking way.
Tony Cooper, what's going on?
Cooper, what's up, brother? Ballhead, what you been on this weekend, brother? What's happening, bro?
Well, man, I did, did my shit in Chicago. got back to Atlanta yesterday. I'm in Oklahoma now. OKC, Oklahoma City, about to do a show. And I
where you at?
my man,
Howard Theater?
no, I'm in Oklahoma City at this place called the Oklahoma City Ice Center, some shit, with a comedian Byron Allen.
Wait.
I'm waiting on them to bring me my motherfucking edibles, man.
Do you see that, Antoine?
I can rock it with
you. Do you see that? Hold on. Do you see that, Antoine? You see what Tasha said? Clearly Canadian is fired, nigga. Fuck you come out.
I see how hype you get when somebody jump on your bandwagon.
Somebody else.
It been about 30 bro.
How you doing, man? You're a Canadian guy. You saw what she said?
What up, Eric?
Man, you have made him go get some shit. You know you can't make that nigga go get nothing, man.
Right. You know this gonna be all night.
He gets so excited. He got to go always prove something. Go get it. Go get a shirt, some shoes.
Okay, what she said. You say what she said.
I can go get it right now.
Antoine.
Yes, sir. What you need?
Let me tell you something.
Why are you so much? Why are you so close to the camera?
Well, I know, right? Let me tell you something. Go ahead.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you, you get a girl in 1991, 92, 93, 94 in Chicago. You get the clearly Canadian peach, huh? Little boy. She wants you.
You like drinking peach. You don't eat peach. You like drinking.
You just said you was gonna drink no peach.
I don't mean
you just said it.
Cherry.
You just give one. Damn.
Wait a minute, great. Listen. You got two other people.
Niggas, man.
Hold on, man. Listen, man. We pull up what you said, Mr. Hairline. You said that ain't nobody going, no man should drink no peach or eat no peach. You said it. Sidekick Harry.
Did you see what Tasha said right there? Look what Tasha said.
No, hell with Tasha said. Look about what you said.
Yes, the peach was definitely fire. Don't play with me, man.
Hey, Larry is in the building. He ain't left. He ain't Bobby Brown. He's here.
Was y'all niggas counting me out?
No, in the group they said Larry left. I'm like, Larry left the group.
Hey, Grady, Grady, man, you go way back, brother. Bald head, ass, like everybody, we go back. Y'all know I ain't that type of dude, yo. Come on.
I didn't say what
Anybody saying that? What are you talking about?
It was in the group. It was in the chat.
What?
In the chat.
Bald head. Why you look like you in Central Booking, like you in a holding cell? Nigga, I thought you gave that life up.
Hey, sometimes you gotta slip back. I'm in the blue room at the comedy club. I'm getting ready to go on this comedy show.
I feel like, remember when they had the 5 heartbeats and it was like, you said you're gonna leave that drinking and drug shit alone.
We let you go on here, don't worry about it, but now it takes too much.
Look, man, all I'm saying, hey, Larry, they up here dissing me because I don't know if y'all had it in Baltimore, right? But clearly, Canadian Larry, this is the blackberry shit, and this is the orchid peach. Now, in 1991, 92, 93, 94, you bring this, you get this at the gas station. Abroad is willing to give you fellatio in the Chevy. I'm telling you. So Antoine,
what is it? Some type of vodka?
No, it's water.
Oh, okay.
It's the first. It's one of the first flavor water.
Go ahead, tell him, G. Go ahead.
But this is my thing with it. It is really not that exciting to be talking this much. They stopped selling this shit in Chicago for a reason.
Ballhead, you kind of read my mind. I'm like, is Grady talking about water or is this some new vodka?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Yo, man, I'm telling you.
You give too much advertising. They ain't gonna bring it all the way back.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell y'all something.
That nigga had the edible tonight. I ain't even had one yet.
Let me tell y'all something. When you get some clearly Canadian water, all right, and you ain't seen it in over 20 years, you're gonna buy it. Remember, this is nostalgia. That's nostalgic water. So you're gonna be like,
you
this.
Cannot say a word.
Wait a minute, god damn.
They said words you can't spell.
Hey, Grady, you know what kind of water is nostalgic to me?
What?
The kind we ain't had to pay for. That bring back memories.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you
Remember
go.
when you ain't had to,
Wait.
when you ain't had to pay
water.
for water?
Wait.
Sink
Hold
water.
on. This shit here, I done, listen. This is what I do, man. You see Chrissy saying,
Yeah, I see what Chrissy
Understand.
said.
Hey, what up?
Grady,
just-
you make me want some now.
Right.
it's the
I
best
tried
shit in
this
the
one,
world.
tried.
That's what's the best shit in the world.
But Ballhead made it sound like it's a reason they
Ballhead
stopped selling it.
don't
Like,
drink water. Ballhead don't drink water.
why they stopped selling the Ballhead? What happened?
Water right here. Because it really wasn't shit, and it gave a lot of people fucking diabetes. That sweet ass shit.
Either that or diarrhea.
Like you know the first, it was the
You
first.
won't go, Grady. We're gonna know why. Because you in the
It
bathroom.
was the first thing I was trying, and it was too sweet. It was too motherfucking sweet. It tasted good. It tasted good, but it was just too goddamn
I'm
sweet.
just
I ain't
saying.
drink that shit like
I'm
that.
just saying.
I drink water out the hose.
The best water is out the hose. Everybody knows that. If you go up in the hood,
No.
drink water out the hose.
I said that kind of wrong. Out of hose house. I drink water out of my hose house.
You left out the key word, Ballhead.
Yeah, them hoes be having cold water. Them hoes be having shit. So you ain't never been on bitch out for real cold water.
Sidekick.
What's up, family?
So how was your weekend, brother?
Yo, it was pretty good. You know, worked all weekend. The world is opening back up, so you know.
Is it 100% that chocolate Sunday?
Nah, we still have at 40%, only 60 people.
Yeah, I'm coming when it's 100%. So it'll
Yeah,
have something to
it's
talk
not
about.
heard June 15th. That gonna happen till then, but it's a weird feeling in there. But you know, every place else, I did two parties on Saturday, and niggas was no mask, niggas was like it's back. Nobody was even talking about COVID.
Who give a fuck about COVID, right?
Nobody was even talking about COVID.
Nobody cares.
Hey,
It's over.
Hey, Sidekick, I've been telling niggas just because you over COVID, that don't mean COVID is over.
COVID's over you, right? Exactly. That's true.
My brother just called me. My brother just called.
But I think
Tony
it's just
Cooper said Houston is 100%.
Yeah,
My brother, my brother.
Since COVID came out, Houston ever shut down?
Yeah, that's pretty because it's Texas, you know. They don't
What up, Lee? I go Lee in that bitch. I go Lee.
Houston, yeah. Houston
I'm
been
gonna tell
100%
you something.
the whole time.
You can kind of see it different depending on where the Republican states are.
Right.
They kind of like fuck COVID, open shit back up, and most of the Democratic states and cities, they are more in line to comply with the rules and shit like that. Has anybody noticed that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed that. I noticed that.
I'm gonna tell you one thing I noticed. That when this shit is all the way over and everybody's with it, you ain't gotta walk through the airport with no mask on. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. You go to the airport and on the plane, you gotta have a mask on. So when that shit is done, that's when it's really, really over. Because them motherfuckers, airline motherfuckers ain't playing. And they don't know plane want to get sued. They wipe this. You get on, they give you a motherfucking packet to wipe your motherfucking hands. And they give you one when you leave in that motherfucker too. One of them wet wipes. So,
but I tell you, you're right about that, ball here. But here's what they are doing. Most of the airlines, they packing that motherfucking plane though. Remember?
So
it really doesn't make sense for you to social distance all the way through the airport, then pack y'all niggas like sardines once you get on the plane.
Right next to each other. Keep your mask on.
Man.
6 feet. 6 feet.
I remember Southwest was one of the last that had the seat in between. You had that one seat. Man, I got on the plane today, and it was by myself in the row. I woke up, it was a whole couple looking at me. I had went to sleep, and
Yeah, I think Delta was the last one, bald head.
Hey, so let's get right into the situation here. All you niggas that got weak libidos, not the niggas on the tour, drink you anything Red Stripe or Guinness Stout. Your libido will shoot through the roof. So you ain't got to be doing the C-mode. Stop drinking alcohol. Get you something like that there. Get you some Guinness Stout and get you some sour sop and your motherfucking libido going to shoot through the roof. You know what I'm talking about? Man, Larry, how was your weekend, nigga?
Yo, what?
My weekend was cool, Brady.
Did he just make a commercial right in the middle of our show?
He did.
What the fuck was that?
Some sour wine.
And the crazy part is, I used to watch these Lucky Strike commercials, and they had some funny ass Jamaican niggas. They had some real quirky ass commercials, and Grady looked like one of them niggas. Like Lucky Strike here.
All you gotta do is
reminded me of Grady. But listen. My weekend was good, man. I had a gig Saturday. The shit was real unorganized, but I made it happen. You know, shout out to those guys. We got to talk. They talking about doing something continuously, but we would have to talk and get shit organized because, you know, sometimes, man, when you go to these gigs, you be thinking people put events together, and there's so much that you had to ask questions about and take control of when all you really should be able to do is go up there, grab a mic, and tell jokes. But now you got okay, where we doing the show? Logistically, this doesn't work. Like, we did it in the hall, and the dude chose to have the show in the back of the fucking hall outside instead of inside the hall. Like, that makes no sense.
You know,
hey, that is 826.
Boy, I'm cool.
Go ahead, bald head. Hey, man, what was your weekend like, bro?
My weekend was, what's going on, bro? I was doing shows in Chicago, really. On the road Saturday night, left Chicago. I had left because Chicago was cracking. Francis, it had to be like 1,000 motherfuckers outside. This all the old school motherfuckers kicking in. I mean, you know, I'm having a good time, orchestrating shit for this podcast to come and do what I got to do because I had to kind of pause my podcast, man, because all of the things that were going on, getting killed on camera. If I would have said something about it, my podcast would be off. My podcast would really be off. Hey man, what y'all call that though? I'm on the Zoom and I don't want to yell. And that's like another thing, like you were saying, Larry. I hate working with weird ass niggas, man. Cause see, I ain't as professional. I don't even want to be professional. I be wanting to step niggas out. I mean, you see, I'm told these niggas I'm doing the motherfucking Zoom.
How many minutes you doing? You headlining the show or you the opening act, nigga?
What did you say?
I said, are you headline or you the opening act, nigga?
Del libido.
I bet.
Fuck,
so that mean you headline.
Yeah, motherfucker, I ain't no opener.
Why not? It's nothing wrong with putting straps on new niggas. I don't understand why niggas get caught up in that shit. Like I was just
if I go before everybody else, it's because I'm being an asshole and I want them niggas.
That's what you're supposed to do.
Realize who the emperor is in this bitch. Walk up in there and be like, let me get the mic, man. Man, you man, fuck that. Let me get the mic. Or either I don't fuck with you no more or I knock you out. Now, which one you gonna do? You next.
Man, let me tell you something. So my weekend, I had a good time.
Oh, hey, you an asshole.
Yeah, he's an asshole. That's why I love him. That's why we love him. He's a good nigga, man.
We all know that.
He's an asshole nigga. He's a good nigga. But
and he not lying about the shit at all.
No, he not lying. He not lying. I think my weekend was good because I smoked I had a lot of cigars. I'm telling you, I had a plethora. Oh my goodness. I'm like, you ever enjoy something you really enjoy, but you enjoy because it's enjoyable. So man, that's it, dog. You know what I mean?
Cigars are too big.
What's going on?
I think because it's enjoyable.
Right.
I'm talking shit, man. I just
I
shout out my man.
That's how you sound right now.
What I sound like?
What up, Eddie Boy?
No, I don't do what bald head do. I don't.
You sound like you on the edible. I'm mad because I ain't got one.
No, I don't do the edibles. I smoke cigars and liquor, shit like that. But yeah, that's about it, man. I want to say
you ever enjoy some shit because it's enjoyable.
Hey, man, enjoy it. There you go. It's like being, you know what I mean?
A banana is a banana.
Trying to be a player.
It's a banana.
There you go. Yeah. So look, I just want to tell everybody, man, thanks for tuning in to Alpha Male Mondays. Salute to my brothers, DJ Sidekick, Antoine Scott, Larry Lancaster, Ballhead Phillips. Yo, man, tonight's topic.
Ballhead get the biscuit jail.
No, man, the owner of the establishment came in.
Hey, man, look, man.
That's what they do. That's what they do, man. The owner came in. I ain't coming to goofy nigga. The owner came in and said, man, I just want to meet you, man. You know, heard a lot about you, blah, blah, blah. You know, it wasn't really a commercial.
I hate when niggas say shit like that.
You still ain't spelled libido.
So real quick, because I'm going to get into my shit. When me, D-Lay, Lil Duval, and Lil Nell did the Rose Theater in Oklahoma.
Who?
Them niggas didn't know who I was. D-Lay told them niggas, like, don't let Grady go first. First time I ever did OKC, about 2 years ago. Them niggas like, D-Lay said, don't let Grady go first, it ain't no show. When I tell you, that nigga said the promoter had to pay me my money. It was like, I ain't never heard of it. I was just like, I didn't really speak to a nigga. You ever not speak to a promoter and he paying you? I didn't even speak to him, baldhead. I didn't say nothing. I looked at D-Lay and Lil Duval thought I was security. He thought I was fucking security. And I'm just like, I don't know you niggas. Like I was such an asshole. But then I went and put the fire out there. So everybody's like, who is the nigga? And everybody kept saying, where your daddy at when Lil Duval got on the show? That was the best shit I ever had in OKC. But it was really because the promoter picked us up and was like, I don't know you. He driving in the truck like, you know, Sidekick driving. I ain't never heard of you. Better be funny. I'm just like, okay. D-Lay say, don't let Grady go first. He don't know me. He don't know me.
You felt he was testing you. You know, we don't like to get tested, but
I don't fuck with no promoter.
I still got to be the upfront, aggressive asshole to this promoter. Because when promoters get like that, see, promoters, let me tell you something about promoters in comedy. The ones that ain't really done promoting before, and they some street niggas or whatever, they really be thrown off. They think we a joke because we crack joke.
Mm-hmm.
Crack joke. But then he thinks I lost my neck in the dice. I like that one. Professor Dingleberry looking motherfucker. I don't really
shit.
I really fuck some niggas up because I be like, oh y'all, you don't know me? Nigga, I don't know you. And then that's when I get on stage and I point out everything that's wrong in the place, funny than the motherfucker. And then I be like, nah, I'm gonna start this. I talk about the bouncers. All them bouncers is bitches. I'll run over there and tickle them niggas to death. They ain't gonna do shit.
Let me tell you, a nigga. So D-Lay had to do that show at the Rose State Theater. Then he had to go do the show in the projects. When I tell you, it was a nigga that was coming down the street on a motherfucking Budweiser horse, nigga. The nigga was coming down the street on a horse, nigga, with a pistol and some cowboy boots. This nigga was in Tim's and everything. D-Lay don't know I stayed over to do, you know what I'm saying, to watch him perform in this hood shit. It's right next to the project. So when you down there, ask the niggas to take you to the nightclub where they do all the R&B and comedy shit.
I'm not going to no motherfucking nightclub. I'm going to the hotel and get the fuck up out of here.
No, boy, listen.
Don't
nobody want you.
I don't want you.
Don't nobody want you. Be nice. So, I love motherfucking OKC. They follow comedy down there. So, man, I know y'all seen it, brother. Let's get into the topics tonight, man. One of the topics that played on to my heart, my brother, you know, young nigga Kwame Brown. When I moved to DC, when I got married, and I was working for a Bell Atlantic phone company, Michael Jordan and the Washington Wizards drafted the little boy, and the little boy got on national TV, and Michael Jordan sitting next to him, and the reporters is giving him all this shit. This one I knew the nigga was destined for destitute. They said, how does it feel being drafted by the greatest basketball player? The nigga said, he's just a man. I knew his career was on the fucking decline. Because all right? When a nigga like Michael Jordan say, Antoine Scott, come over here. Larry Lancaster, come over here. Ray Grady, come over here. Sidekick, come over here. Ball handlers, come over here. None of us better not say, when the people come to us, which is the media or the press, say, Antoine Scott, you're from Richmond. How does it feel being drafted by arguably the greatest player of all time? Antoine Scott better not say no nigga shit like, well, he's not my dad. Boom. James, he better not say no stupid shit like that. DJ Sidekick, how does it feel being drafted from cat from North Carolina, the greatest, arguably Hall of Famer of our time? How does it feel you being from Brooklyn by the way of Carson, California? How does it feel being drafted by Michael Jordan? Sidekick better not say, well, shit, he my Uncle Ricky, Larry Lancaster. How does it feel being drafted by the number one player, arguably the best, greatest basketball player of all time, Larry Lancaster? You being from Baltimore, right? How does it feel being drafted by Michael Jordan? Larry better not say no silly shit where he ain't cootie fluke down the street. You know what I'm saying? He better not say no sucker shit. Bald head, you better not say no sucker shit. Ray Grady, you better just sit there and be like, man, what an honor. Thank you. No niggas, that's when I knew the shit was going to be destitute for this little boy, because it was destined for him to fuck up, because he said, and I was there, because I did the wiring in the motherfucker. The nigga said, Michael Jordan is just a man. I knew he was on the decline. I knew it. Now, Twan, I don't know if you hoop, you like you play football. What you think, brother? Kwame Brown.
First of all, I like the way Kwame is airing info on everybody.
That's big. Leave them niggas alone. Leave them niggas alone. Don't air.
Shit, why not? Somebody keep asking with you for 27 years. Yeah, what that mean? Leave him alone. He tired of it. Kwame ain't never said nothing to nobody the whole time in the league. He put his head down, made his money. He said, "Know what? I'm tired of y'all funk nigga fucking me. Yeah, whatever. Yo, back of your neck greasy. Yeah, you over here. You wear earring backs. Yeah, you. Yeah. I heard about you in the locker room, old tight pal wearing ass, booty ass boy. I heard about you. He ironed everybody out.
Everybody.
You know what I mean? You keep labeling somebody, you ain't good. Of course, that pressure on you when you're the number one pick, that just kind of comes with it. And if you don't bring the fire, I mean, hey, it is what it is. But you keep badmouthing me for 20-something years. He got tired of it. Now he having fun with it. He's turning the tables on everybody now. 2 peas in the bucket. Fair game.
Larry, how you feel, bro?
Well, I actually agree with both of y'all. Here's why. Was it smart for him to say what he said about not arguably the greatest player that ever played, but the greatest player that ever played?
Point blank.
It wasn't smart, but we got to remember within context, these niggas in their early 20s, sometimes they 18, 19, they not always media savvy. They don't always know what to say and the right times to say it. You know what I mean? So you got to, we forget because they're professional athletes that a lot of these guys are kids. They're 18, 19, 20. You got the media, you got millions of dollars. Think about the dumbass shit we did when we was their age.
Yeah.
We would have made some mistakes too. Intensify that by media scrutiny and millions of dollars. That even makes you more susceptible for mistakes. The only difference is we didn't make mistakes in front of the whole world. We did our shit, we learned from it, and we moved on. Now, the other aspect of it, y'all niggas was professionals. Y'all was older. Why would you shit on the man for 20 years and then expect him not to say nothing? Like Antoine said, I don't remember him ever saying anything. And I remember them always talking about him because he never really lived up to his potential. But that should stay on the court. They kept talking about the dude, talking about the dude. His career over, he out the league. Why still talk about him? So for him to come back and add them niggas out, they kind of asked for this shit.
Ball head. How you feel, OG? I know you talk cash shit about
that nigga is prime example. He the prime example of when they used to tell motherfucker you're supposed to be seen. I heard he just sat back and let everybody do everything, watched all their bullshit, and said, one day I'm gonna fire y'all ass up. And he been putting them niggas on their ass. So I'm happy for him. I'm proud of him.
I'm
Fuck him
too.
because NBA players and all these motherfuckers, even Charlamagne the God, all them motherfuckers, they going in on everybody. Everybody who say something for Charlamagne the God was bogus, gonna put his whole family out there telling he's murdered. His uncle, his daddy and his brother. And Charlamagne got a motherfucking old Bluesy Boy case.
But here's the thing about gossip bitch niggas, okay? What happens is gossip bitch niggas never get punched in their mouth, okay? So
I don't think they're gonna run up on him.
No, I'm saying learning from experience.
I mean, the nigga is 7 feet, Grady.
But hold on. But Larry, this is what he didn't do. 2 things he didn't do. Nobody wanted to cultivate his game. Not right. Kevin Garnett, not Akeem Olajuwon, not Ben Wallace, not Shaquille O'Neal, not Spencer Haywood. None of the big fives, 4 or 5s came to the young boy and said, this is what the fuck you do. This is how you get your shit together, okay? So I don't blame him, but I do blame social media because social media is the new big. Social media dictated. If a motherfucker said, Ray Grady done ran around in a motherfucking spandex outfit, niggas don't believe it because it's on social media, okay? Not really knowing who the person is. Go ahead, sit back. Ain't no I'm just saying we live in a time where this little boy is defending himself, sidekick. And I'm gonna go to you, G. I'm gonna throw this straight to you. If that was your son, how would you deal with your boy airing shit out with the public?
That's a very tricky question. I'm almost like Larry on the situation because
it's no right or wrong way. It's no right or wrong.
Yeah, but for 20 years, like you said, the man has quietly made his money. If he out the business. When they were shooting at him, I mean, comics had jokes about him. Other players had jokes about him.
I did.
And it was like a running joke. And then
for the record, great did.
Right, one person. So for you 20 years later, you ain't doing shit. You chilling. And for your name to come back up again, I'm kind of like a nigga like, okay,
it's time.
It's time.
I'm putting cases on all you bitches.
And here's the other thing, Grady.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all reading the chat?
That was a good one.
That was good.
Like everybody seen The Last Dance, right?
Right.
I did
so we all understanding that even though Michael Jordan was such a great player, once you really kind of got a picture of who he was as a person, the motherfucker's a narcissist.
And an asshole.
Well, narcissist and asshole go hand in hand. Like you ain't even got, that's kind of redundant. But the thing is, he's a narcissist, so instead of him using his knowledge and influence to help educate the young brother, he probably put his foot on him because he said that shit. And to me, that's not what you're supposed to do when you are OG. You the greatest player that ever played. Everybody on your dick. Everybody saying you the like, yo, what do you have to gain by crushing him? Nothing.
And he was putting stuff out like at practices. He was linking stuff to the news saying how Kwame don't work and this and that.
Right.
He was really fucking over Kwame the whole time.
What
now, I'll tell you now, I will say this, sidekick. Most of the greatest players, they will push their other players.
Right.
And most guys who are really great at something, it's not fun to play with them. Because if you're not playing as hard as they think, or you don't have the same work ethic that they have, they're gonna air your ass out. Because I remember they interviewed Kobe, and Kobe was like, yeah, I don't have a problem with being a bad guy if it's gonna make my teammates better. I'm gonna push you. I'm gonna put the foot in their ass because the other team got a nigga just like me that's pushing his team.
Right.
So, but it's a way to do this shit. It's a way to do it, and I just don't think Michael Jordan did everything the right way because he was a narcissist.
So let's put it like this: when DJ Sidekick and Ballhead talk about my outfit, they pushing me to buy a better outfit right now. They pushing me for
no. Can I stop you, Brady?
No.
Brady, can I stop you real quick?
We pushing you to buy that shit up.
Better outfit. They pushing you not to buy that shit again. Like they want you to stop what you're doing, not necessarily time
out, right? You know what? You're gonna know further.
Listen, man, this all I'm saying is
I'm gonna tell y'all what that nigga just did. Tell you what that nigga just did. He just wanted to talk about his motherfucking clothes. He's a narcissist too.
Right. There you said that.
That's what you got out of that speech, nigga.
Like,
there wasn't no speech.
Them talk about my outfit. You know what I mean? The same way, you know.
Don't talk about it too long, Antoine. You know you get up and go get something.
You know
what you say about my
So this is what I'm saying, dog. Like, because I have boys and I understand I've been through a situation like that where a motherfucker thinks themselves as a narcissist or they're the top of the food chain. Airing a nigga business out does nothing for that other person. You actually empower the nigga to this. So when Kobe wouldn't put him under his wing,
lady just came in here. She finna bring me some edibles.
Oh shit. So when you come down to a little boy don't know about financial security. He doesn't know about the league. He doesn't know about, life after basketball, how to move within the league. You know what I'm saying? So I'm all for structure for niggas. That's why I always say it. I know y'all don't like to hear it, but niggas need structure more than anybody. We the only one that need it. Because I swear to God, we know we don't own shit. I just a boy when he was in the league, and then when Matt Barnes, which is a friend of mine, Matt Barnes was like, "Yo, come on the show." Only reason why he asked him or offered him to come on the show was because it benefited him, and he already went viral. 30,000 motherfucking shares and shit like that. So I just think that we just do it to each other, man. It was kind of sad. I don't really like that dumbass shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a fan of it. If I didn't know like Larry or Twan, I'd be like, yo, nigga, the show is about pushing the needle forward. That did it before you. Can't do that.
Put my head on mute.
Oh, she set you up real nice, boy.
She set you up real nice. You know what I mean?
Got you a whole grab bag.
Ball head, don't take all that.
Hey, man.
Thank you, man.
So let's say this. So was he fair to go after the critics in multiple?
Yeah, he's fair to go after, man. They've been fucking with him.
Go ahead, boy.
With that man, he's supposed to one of them. If this man been cool all this time and ain't said shit, ain't said nothing, he's supposed. You can only shoot at a motherfucker so long before he shoot back, dog. And that man ain't said nothing when they was from 17 years old to now. He ain't even. Why is they even talking about him in the league? It's a bunch of motherfuckers that got money, that was more successful, that they don't got shit to do but talk about a motherfucker. And really what he said made a lot of sense. All y'all doing is down in the motherfucker. They've been down in that nigga since he was 17. And I think if he sat back and he knew all that shit, man, fire their ass up.
And also, Brady, you know what that is? It's another example of black men not treating each other properly. It's basically like another form of, you know, because we do that shit to each other a lot. Instead of saying, "Come here, young blood, let me put a bug." Now, if the nigga was uncoachable and didn't listen or whatever, that's one thing. But instead, we do that all the time. We complain about the young generation, we complain about the youngest, but we don't show them shit and then expect them to know.
Antoine.
Goddamn bald head, man.
Oh yeah, man.
Bald head is hilarious, yo. He gets so excited.
Gummy bear body ass nigga.
Tell you something. This motherfucker right here.
20 minutes.
You high, nigga.
Y'all might not see it. But them people out there that can show like a mother. I might take my shirt off, run all around the face.
That'll probably be the best. You'll go viral, you take your shirt off. You'll look like you got a nacho plate body. I'm telling you. Take your shirt off.
Boy, if you take that hat off, it looks like your scalp will come right off like that hat. Just take that hat off, take the scalp off. You really got on two hats.
As well. Swan, how you feel about it though, bro? Real shit.
But Kwame, but you know, they messing with somebody because he don't say nothing, right? Mm-hmm. If that was somebody else who spoke their mindset, it was the tables were turned, and it was a Steven Jackson who was the #1 pick or whatever, and he was a bust. They wouldn't be talking about Steven Jackson like that because they know how he did that.
Steven Jackson wasn't a dope player. He was a role player. Why the fuck is niggas? Here's the thing, man.
I'm saying it as an example because
I agree.
They know who to pick.
They know who to mess with. Right. Because he never said nothing. So he never said nothing. Let me keep on talking about Kwame. You a bust, you this, you that, because he don't say nothing.
And this the other thing. They had plenty of other players come in and ain't do shit. Why single him out? So a whole lot of motherfuckers ain't live up to their potential in the NBA.
A lot of them.
Somebody said something earlier about Christian Laettner. He was a high Ain't nobody said nothing about Christian Laettner. And he was on the dream team for no reason at all.
Right. Because they wanted one college player on the dream team.
Right. He got to the NBA. He did nothing in the league. And I'm about to talk about him.
Well, Stephon Marbury. Well, I mean, Stephon Marbury got a statue in China. So he leaves Steph alone. Steph is on his own shit. He don't need the NBA.
He's a baller. You know how the league is and the NFL. If you don't do what them folk want you to do up in that front office, they're gonna shame you like they did Carmelo Anthony, but he was good enough to get back into the league. What's no wrong with Carmelo? He don't want to be a role player. He never said nothing like that. Once them executives in them top offices start talking that yin yang yang to them sports outlets, they're gonna help you as a bad player.
What they try to do what they try to do is label you as difficult. And they tried to do that even with my man. What's the point guard that was with the Lakers that won a championship with Boston Celtics? Rondo. They try to say he's difficult, but then some of the other players will say, or even the commentators be like, he has a high basketball IQ. And what that means is he a nigga you just can't tell anything and he just gonna follow this shit. You gotta be competent because he's a coach on the floor. Sometimes people have issue with black men who speak up for themselves or just not gonna go along. And that's what that sports industry is all about. It's basically a bunch of white writers who are resentful that they aren't black and athletic and gifted. So they sit around and they talk about young black dudes making a lot of money and they try to assassinate them with the pen. And the same thing they do with a lot of the black sports commentators who are starting to become agents to that racism, like a fucking Tom and ass Stephen A. Smith. So he gives the white boys cover by talking about these young black men in a way that when they do it, they sound racist.
You know how you see how they team is Stephen A. Smith up, and what's the other black dude, that strong ass face? They team them both up with white dudes now. They can both have a different opinion of a fucked up situation when it comes to these players.
Shannon Sharp. I can't remember that dude name. Shannon Sharp is my man. Shannon be on point.
But they got it. But Shannon, they got him with the dude. I think what they tried to do, they didn't know Shannon was gonna be like that. Because if you notice, they got Stephen A. Smith with somebody white, and they got Shannon with somebody white. Well, I don't know why they done that, because it looked like they trying to have two different opinions on shit. But man,
no, that's
these motherfuckers. They gonna never do nothing. They don't never do nothing. Just
they
be
really do that to try to give the illusion that it's diversity.
Yeah. Sidekick.
That's why they do that, because you know sports is diverse.
Sidekick. How you feel about it, OG?
Like I said, man, it's
Thank you, Terry.
same thing Larry said. Basically, it's you know, motherfuckers like Stephen A. Not a good player if he ever was, and they, like he said, jealous of a motherfucker who can play or who has made it, and their job is to basically tear people down, bring them up to tear them back down, to bring them up again, and they want to be able to have the power to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And some people some like Kevin Durant. A lot of people don't fuck with it. They don't want they fuck that. We ain't going for that shit. You ain't gonna be able to tell me this is good and that's not good, or what I'm doing and what I'm not doing. I'm the one doing it. So
let me ask a question about that real quick. Let me ask a question about that. How y'all feel about the Kevin Durant situation, right? Meaning this. My personal opinion, to be up 3-1 on Golden State and then lose 3 straight and then go join the team that beat you with who had already won a championship, I can't roll with that. You should have an asterisk by your damn name for them damn championships you won in Golden State. And you teaming up with somebody who, you know, back then, great players wanted to beat great players. You know what I mean? They grind. They want to beat great players. You don't be up 3-1 and lose 3 games straight and then go join a team that beat you. I cannot get down with that. That's just my
phone, G.
Huh?
No, I was telling Ballhead to mute his phone, that's all. No, you're right, Twan. That's just like if a nigga said, if somebody said, would you go join the Plastic Cup Boys? No.
why not?
We gonna give them niggas a run for their money.
Right.
I'm giving these niggas a run for their money. So if a nigga say you ain't gonna do the Kings of New York comedy, what? We finna destroy them niggas. We finna go at every nigga. I don't want to be on your team. My niggas is already bona fide. Let's go. Let's put it up. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I feel. I'm with the people when he did join sides. Now I didn't agree. I didn't agree. I don't believe in powerhouse teams. I don't believe in that. I believe in underdog niggas, and then you build, and then you be like, all right, now we beat the top niggas. That's what I believe. You know what I'm saying? Isaiah Thomas ran the league for 2 years with Detroit, and then Air come in and said, we gonna kill the league for 6. But because he didn't really like Air Jordan, he didn't pass the torch. And it just goes back and forth with, you know, real chivalry men amongst men. And so I always felt like, you know,
here's the other thing that I found interesting, because you alluded to that. Remember when him and Scottie Pippen, they actually kept Isaiah Thomas off the Olympic Dream Team.
No. Magic Johnson did.
No.
Jordan
listen, all right, Ballhead,
Ballhead.
no, Grady. Jordan and Scottie Pippen said they would not play if Isaiah took, because they really wasn't shoe-ins for the team. They had to convince them to come on board.
But wait, Larry, you do know that when they had the NBA put them two together, where it was Magic and Isaiah, Magic Johnson said, I was the one. I understand what you're saying. I saw that. Magic Johnson said, I was the one, and you're my best friend. I just didn't feel like, I didn't agree how you treated Michael Jordan.
That's I get that. No, here's what happened. Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen said, I'm not playing if he's on the team. Magic, being an elder statesman, didn't fight for Isaiah.
Yeah, that was me and
he probably could have, but he rather play with. He understood the importance of playing with Michael Jordan, because remember, Magic was on his way out.
Right.
So even though he understood I'm a great superstar, I'm still at the end of my career. So they wanted to play with the best people. And so think about it. It's no way you can tell me they will have John Stockton as a replacement for Isaiah Thomas, and Isaiah Thomas won 2 fucking championships. But here's why I brought that up, and it goes to show you how we treat each other as black people, particularly black men. They had no problem playing for the same coach that coached Isaiah Thomas. And Michael Jordan went and played golf with him every fucking morning. So how is it that you have no forgiveness for the player when he's a competitor just like you, but you can forgive the white coach who orchestrated the Jordan rules and who told them niggas to slam your ass on the ground and all that shit?
You want to know why, Larry?
It's slave. It's a slave mentality. So it's like no matter how much money you got, you like, okay, I'm a align against the brother, but I'm gonna be okay with the white coach. I had a problem with that.
I'm gonna tell you why them two niggas will never get along. Juanita Jordan was Isaiah's broad first. That was Isaiah's broad first. Chicago ain't like Virginia. It ain't like New York. It ain't like Baltimore. Juanita Jordan was fucking with Isaiah first. That's why them niggas would never mend. They would never coagulate because of the broad. Over the broad. Yes.
I ain't know that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you mean to tell me if me and Larry is considered gorillas on stage, and me and Larry has once shared the same broad, right? He had her first, or I had her first, and then he ended up with her, and then I'm at a position where I was in power, and all this other type of shit. It was over the broad. It had nothing to do with the work ethic. It had nothing to do with the team. It was over the bitch. That's what it was over.
Well, Grady, that might be true. I don't know about that. But I'm not doubting you. I'm just saying I never heard that. Here's what I do know. In the NBA, there's a passing of the torch.
Yes, sir.
Everybody has to get over a certain hurdle. We watch so many people get their ass whipped. Like, we watch Boston Celtics be the king of the East. Then we watch Isaiah beat them. And when they beat them, at the end of the game, they shake your hand and they say, now go beat LA. Right?
Yeah.
When Jordan finally beat goddamn Detroit, them niggas snuck out the gym and didn't shake their hand.
Right. Walked off.
They never forgave them for that. And Isaiah, being the team leader, should have known better and should have said, nah, guys, let's show some respect and some class and shake their hand, because they shook our hands all the times we whipped their ass.
So you're right. You're right. And if you look at it, Michael Jordan is not from the tip. Isaiah's from the west side.
Mm-hmm.
St. Joseph, okay?
Michael Jordan is from what, North Carolina or something?
Yeah, but Michael ain't from the crib. But Jordan is a hometown hero.
Right.
Yeah. Not Isaiah.
Isaiah is on, Isaiah.
Isaiah is not a hometown hero. Michael Jordan is. So when niggas leave with personal shit, outside of business, outside of, you got Tim Hardaway that would always say, I mimic my game after Isaiah.
Right.
Tim Hardaway after Isaiah. You know, Derrick Rose, Isaiah. You know what I'm saying? Like, these niggas watch do that. But it was just, why diss on Michael Jordan? Air is carrying the city for 6 chips. You didn't get one. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of niggas don't know that Chicago is deeply rooted in bullshit. That's why it's called the Chicago Bulls, because we're part of bullshit. We're part of bullshit all day long. I don't give a fuck, and I'm from that motherfucker. I love it, and it's raggedy, but I love the city. You know what I'm saying? Because we just get too caught up in bullshit.
Right. Baltimore, same type of town.
But you niggas is like the Orioles. Y'all like birds. Y'all can fly away with bullshit. Y'all not like really crazy, like fly away with bullshit. We got like the Bears, the Birds, the Cubs, the Sox. We trash, nigga, on the name side, but a nigga kill you for, you know what I'm saying? But it's right. It is what it is, you know what I'm saying? But I just feel like, you know, just overall looking at it, Isaiah Thomas, because he showed his sportsmanship against Michael Jordan. That's why the city
poor sportsmanship.
They don't fuck with him. They fuck with Jordan.
Right.
You know what I mean? They fuck with Antoine Walker. As many times niggas that try to hurt him. They fuck with Shannon Brown. They fuck with Michael Finley. They fuck with Dallas commentaries. I could go all day long. Doc Rivers can come back home and niggas. Kevin Garnett is from South Carolina. Y'all didn't see the Hall of Fame speech when he said, I want to give it up to all the travelers. He was talking about gang banging shit. When Kevin Garnett do this, when he shoot the 3, when he hit an N1, he throwing up the vice lord shit. Niggas don't know that. Niggas is dumb. He be like, that nigga's gang banging, bozo. The fuck are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Chicago is of them. Chicago is, I just love my city. It's dangerous and it's bullshit at the same. That's why Chicago Bulls is probably the best fucking mascot for them, because we full of shit. I swear to God. You know what I mean? Just what. But I want to get into this because this is the only nigga I watch in entertainment. Byron Allen sues McDonald's for $10 billion over racial allegations. Now, I'm gonna go first because I want to hear what y'all got to say. I watch him like business savvy. Right. I watch him buy networks. I watch him keep quiet, like you said, Larry. He kept quiet. But he kept firing, okay? He stayed low. He don't really, and it could be Larry, sidekick, and Antoine, and I could be wrong. Even though he's worth almost $1 billion, he still is not promoted as the dude because he got the money and niggas is like, well, we don't really fuck with Byron Allen. That's just me. Now, it could be, I'm going to be quiet. I don't want to sue fucking McDonald's, Ray Kroc, and all them. McDonald's paid me well money for them commercials. Okay? They paid me well. Now, that doesn't mean that whatever the case was on the allegation shit, $10 billion, that's reaching. That's, you know, you end up in motherfucking Yankee Stadium with cement shoes and the bow tie. You know what I'm talking about? So you don't have that. It's like Black people don't have the same constituents as the Anglos do. You know what I'm saying? Am I wrong? Sidekick.
I would put it like this. Byron Allen is one of those guys that you say he's not like no other. And everything he has done, he does it quietly. He got the power behind him. And when you pull that trigger, it happens. So if he's going for 10 million or 10 million?
10 billion. 10 billion.
Understand. Knowing him and knowing how he moved, when he bought the Weather Channel, when he bought that whole situation.
645 million. Go ahead.
And snatched it up so quickly. And everybody's looking like, and it made that money back within probably a week. Like just by what he did with it. Because Apple, it's on everybody's fucking phone. That means he licenses that shit out. Like the game that he plays is a whole nother game. So for him to step up and put that out there, you got to look at this like he's not stepping out there. He ain't on some rah-rah shit. He ain't that nigga that I'm going to scream out loud and what I'm going to do is I'm going to sue the fuck. No, if he do that lawsuit out there.
Do it again. What'd he say?
If I'm going to do this, if niggas come talk to me, I'm going to sue the shit out of this
You like you, Brady. You like you, Brady.
Right.
I don't clap my hands when I'm talking and cussing niggas out.
Yo, so for him to make that move, he's sitting on some hell of grounds. He got that behind him. So, yo, I mean, big. Why not? If you know, shit. If the next person can do it, I can do it. He's been breaking grounds since Byron Allen's been out. He's been breaking grounds. He does what he want to do and successfully do it.
I'll wait. I'll say this. Twan, how you feel?
I feel like, first of all, I didn't know Byron Allen was even getting it like that.
Yeah.
I thought this. I did not. Let me tell you something. All I knew, he was the dude that was doing the was it Black Comics Unleashed?
Black Comics,
right.
Right. That's all I knew until years ago, till I started reading more articles, finding out. And like, this dude has all of that. So I can't sit here and say, I know this and that. I ain't gonna play like I know, because I didn't know about Byron Allen. Then I heard he bought, like I said, the Weather Channel. And this man has plenty money. Plenty money. This man has plenty smarts and knows about business. It's different when you know about business. Everybody always want to be the show, just like in the James Brown movie. Everybody want to know about the show. Nuh-uh. Learn that business.
Mm-hmm.
Learn that. Well, y'all go ahead. This is money on the phone. Hold on for a minute.
Do your thing. You want me to?
Go ahead. Mute your phone, Antoine. The computer. Don't tell me.
With Byron Allen, like everybody said, he's been doing this for a long time.
Yeah.
Quietly. The Comics Unleashed show, he owns it.
Owns it.
So I listened to his story, and he was saying how he was able to start doing. He started off small. He would contact these like this dude was on the phone calling motherfuckers to sponsor his show. You understand what I'm saying? And he would come on time slots that nobody wanted. And so he was brilliant and did things out of the box and just kept parlaying. He turned one. It was like a classic flip. You know how dudes doing the drug game, they get a pack and then they flip it. Then they reinvest it. Then they flip it. Then they reinvest it. Then they keep flipping it until it grows to like, that's what he did. The thing with I'm just hearing about this lawsuit, but understanding business is this. It's not always about the money. Sometimes that's just the strategy.
Yes, sir.
Lawsuit could be just the strategy, just to bring McDonald's to the table, and then they have to
work with him,
redo whatever they've been doing. So somebody like Byron Allen, he thinks the big picture, not just for himself, but like, how is this going to benefit Black people? He had the same thing with NBC, right?
Right.
Yeah.
He had a lawsuit. He had to go against them because they was fucking with him. And so what happened was Al Sharpton sold him out. That's how Al Sharpton had a show on MSNBC.
Yeah.
And he called Al Sharpton out on it. So the thing about the strategy when you're dealing with powerful people, particularly powerful white people, a lot of times they only respect what they fear. So you don't go at them with the lawsuit and the dollar. Like, you can't say, yo, I'm gonna meet you in the parking lot and kick your ass. So you settle it in court. And so even though he may not get 10 billion, what it does, it'll put pressure on them to give him what they should have gave him in the first place.
So
and one thing, wait.
Go ahead.
And one thing, as Black culture, we need to big him up just like we big up Beyonce, Jay-Z, just like we big up whoever. Like, that's one man who took the back way and built. Like, I remember his show when I was fucking from 9 to 10 and 3 in the morning sneaking. He was doing his show on, that he owned, and like you said, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning type shit, 2:30, Right. So as much as we big up the person that's in front doing the thing, for his business sense as a Black man, we need to shout that man out just the same thing, because he bad boys.
Because to be honest, that's where the true power is. Everybody want to be in front of the camera, but the producers, the directors, the executive producers, they the kingmakers. They the ones who determine who gets in front of the camera. And so that's why you see certain people make it and certain people don't, because you got these motherfuckers as the gatekeepers. But if we had more people go behind the scenes and try to do things that, you know, try to do things that would be more inclusive and that they can have an ownership and shit. Right? That's why we got treated the way we did with football, because we don't have a true stake in ownership. So they can say, fuck y'all niggas and fuck your peaceful protests. But if we had more people in ownership, then they would have had to come to the table, because they don't respect if you just playing.
No.
Because they look at it like you're a worker.
You're a worker.
I'm paying you, but you're still a worker. So the key is in ownership and the shit behind the scenes. And that's where, you know, because it's not sexy, like Sidekick said, we don't big up somebody like a Byron Allen, but we should. Even if you don't like him.
Right.
It ain't even about that.
It's not about personal.
Right. It's about the moves he's making and the shit that he's doing. And it's an example and inspiration for somebody else to follow.
But that's why I like what LeBron James and Kevin Durant are doing right now, because they know they're workers for hire. So now, instead of being loyal to a team that could trade me, you know, tomorrow.
And they do it all the time.
And they do it all the time. So now I'm gonna take my power and I'm the owner of this worker. You're not the owner. I'm the owner. So, hey, give me that money. Now, if I can go get this money over here, I'm not gonna do a long contract. I'll do 2 years with you.
Right.
Because I know my worth.
Here's the thing, we was talking about Kevin Garnett earlier, right? Not Kevin Garnett, Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
Now, we are old school cats. So
Right.
I grew up in an era where you didn't just jump ship, you played till you beat the team.
Right.
I get that. And I can understand the nostalgia in that. But what I respect about the young players is they're taking their destinies into their own hands. So they're not restricted by that old mindset that says, you got to stay here and do it this way. Because guess what? The team ownership do that shit all the time. When they want to try something different and they feel like you're not getting over the hump, they'll trade a motherfucker and then say it's just business. So why isn't it just business when the players take their destiny into their own hand to do the same shit like Boston did? They all got together. They called each other on the phone and say, yo, let's get to Boston, all three of us, and we can win. They was kind of the first motherfuckers to do that.
Right.
Kevin Garnett, Ray Allen, and Paul Pierce. Then LeBron did it when he left Cleveland and he went to Miami, right? And then he won what, 2 or 3 championships?
2.
Right. He won 2. He played in like 3 or 4, but he won 2.
Right.
Then he brought that momentum, right, that he had, because this is the thing LeBron proved. I could put a team on my back and win with it. Kevin Durant, I don't think he's that player. I don't think you can put a team on Kevin Durant's back as great as a player as he is, right? Yeah. So then he came back to Cleveland and won a chip for Cleveland. Then he went to fucking LA. So he's proven no matter where I go, I'm a fucking winner. So
I am the ownership of me.
I'm the ownership of me. Yeah. Because I can go here, they can't say it's the coach, they can't say it's the system. I can go here, they can't say it's the coach, they can't say. The only common denominator is me. And so that's how you carry your team and make yourself valuable. And he's doing a lot of shit outside. Yo, you know this dude got so much production shit. He got school. He doing it. And so he's not just a player. And he speaks up on social issues, unlike the greatest that ever did it, who kept his mouth shut because he didn't want to hurt his career.
He'll keep his mouth shut.
Right. He would sacrifice his people and say Republicans buy shoes too. Really, nigga? When you got Jim Brown, you got Bill Russell, you got all these great athletes, Muhammad Ali, who set great examples for you that you can do both. You can be a great player and still speak out against the social issues, which do affect you and your people. So that's why I respect LeBron.
That's why I don't fuck with. I've never owned a pair of Jordans. No diss to Sidekick. Sidekick probably got a 50 pair of them.
Right.
I don't fuck with the nigga. No. I don't fuck with him at all. Nothing Michael Jordan do. I don't fuck with him at all. I don't give a shit about his shoes. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember as a child, and you seeing niggas on the CTA bus getting their shit pushed back over this punk ass nigga's shoes, and he just a basketball player. And then he'd never get on a platform and speak out about like, yo, man, that's violence about bullshit.
Right.
These are materials. This is somebody's son losing his life over materials, leather, rubber, and cotton or nylon, whatever the fuck it is. Dude never spoke out about it, or polyester, whatever. Right? Look, them the threes, right?
Both.
Whatever. Them the ones that was in Do the Right Thing, right?
Yeah.
All right. Spike Lee, right? So I'm saying when it come down to when people start listening to bullshit, right? You know, like even when people start talking about Larry Bland, you know about that.
Brady rocked that Stro Soup.
The cool shit is this. This is the cool shit about it. It's entrepreneurship at its best, but then Michael Jordan still is not going to talk about, I'm going to take my own brand and then I own it. Not where we're profit sharing with Nike. You know what I'm saying? So I look at the business side of it. Only nigga in stand-up, because Byron Allen is like me and you, Larry. But he will say he used to be a failed comic.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah, because I don't remember him being funny.
Nah, him and Mario Joyner started at the same time. Okay. Mario Joyner, you know, went on to do writing things and things like that. And then
sure did. That joke was crazy. That joke was crazy. I don't know what, man. I know. Yeah, I know, Grady. You won't lie, Larry. Larry, you tell the truth. And what you said, sidekick, boy, that joke's off chain, man. Hey, I like when you had said about the fact that, Larry, that you won't lie at all. That was the truth. I ain't lying, man. Y'all boys, that's why I like being on the show, because y'all come with the realness of the stuff y'all talk about. I can't believe the satisfaction guaranteed, man. Byron Allen always, I can't believe he get nuggets from McDonald's now he want to sue. I just want to say that what we talk about is amazing. I ain't mean to cut you off.
Now he want to sue.
That is crazy, man.
Way to pick up where you left off, Antoine.
Right.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, he got it.
I'm just saying. All right, Antoine, go ahead, nigga. I done forgot what the fuck I was saying, nigga. I was saying some real shit. I'm saying I don't
you don't fuck with Nike. You don't fuck with Nike. You don't fuck with Jordan.
No. I don't fuck with
Jordan. Okay.
So because, like I said, Twan, while you was, doing your business, I seen niggas get their head pushed back over them shoes that Sidekick got in his head, in his hand. And niggas will get the dog shit scraped out of them over them whack ass shoes. And I'm like, all this over material. This is, you got cotton, nylon, polyester, leather.
Grady.
I'm telling Antoine.
You can't blame Jordan for that.
No, Larry. No.
What you can't blame him for is not speaking out. Bro.
I said speak out about it.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, I said, make your money, bro.
Because that's more about us and our mentality that we value shit like that over our lives.
So let's put it like this. Larry, since you speaking up against it. If Jordan was to say my shoes is $50, is niggas going crazy over the shoes? No.
But here's the difference.
Grady, stop turning your hat goofy. Your
that's
mama got on the show.
That's a good point you raised, Grady. But here's where I say the mentality has more to do with it than anything. Right. Stephon Marbury came out with a fucking shoe that was $15.
Yeah, we did.
Starbucks, and nobody bought the shit.
Nobody. Shaq did.
So with that, and he had that idea in mind. He said, I wanted to make shoes for kids who couldn't afford them. I don't want people killing each other in the streets or whatever. And them motherfuckers didn't even support that. But we paid $300, $400, $500 for Jordans. So my thing is, we have to do some soul searching and accountability for the shit that we do. We can't always blame the symptom. We got to look at what the root cause of the shit is.
Because
that's the other thing. If you make your shit affordable, do cats really buy it? Do they really want it?
No.
You know why? Because we always trying to validate ourselves through material shit.
Through material stuff. That's real talk. Yeah.
That's what a nigga say.
And guess who does it the most? People who can afford it the least.
Yep.
I got a couple. Hold on, I got a couple people that was like, you know, they out here. It was like, yo, man, I want your alpha male merchant. I didn't respond. I'm like, nigga, this is the black label. This ain't. I don't even need to talk about this shit. You ready? You let me when you ready. And then tell the people, and the nigga be like, hey, I didn't. Wait a minute, it costs that much? Yeah, it costs that much.
Brady's been shitting this whole show. This show should be called Brady Shitting on Everybody. This nigga's been shitting all fucking. I mean, you know, it's the black label. We don't do black label over here, do we? Can I get the black label? To go with my. Can you give me this color? Can you give me this color? This is what I want to do. I want the black label with my Jordans, okay? And I'm gonna wear it to every show.
I ain't said nothing. That's what I ain't said nothing. All I was saying is niggas don't respect shit that's affordable. No, black people don't respect shit that's affordable. See, when you make niggas pay,
how much those mauve Pumas that you have? The mauve. How much were those mauve Pumas you had?
The first ones?
The whatever ones you want to pay.
No, I had like 3 Pumas.
Oh,
so the first mauve ones was what, 180? It was like
that's not 35. Now how about the second ones?
You have more mauve.
They told me to get a pair, so they was like, throw me a yard, and I threw them a yard. It's $100.
Are those Steph Marbury's? That's not Steph, right?
No, but I had.
And are they limited editions? Were they limited editions?
The Steph?
Yeah, the mauves. The mauves. They was limited editions, right?
Yeah.
Right.
It was that color. It was just that color.
That color. Yeah, that color that you want.
Yeah, it was other color.
Right. That you paid 180, 200 for, huh? So I paid $100 more. Come on, get off of the bullshit. That's all I'm saying.
What are you talking about?
Because you can't knock one person when you paying the same shit for somebody else's shit.
No. I said, if you were fucking listening, I said, when niggas wear their whack ass Jordans and niggas getting their ass beat in Chicago, they
wasn't getting their ass beat for the mobs. Okay, they not getting getting your ass beat.
They get their ass beat for them. You got on. They ain't fucking with the mob, George.
Hey, sidekick, I see your point, but I gotta agree with Grady on this. I ain't never seen a nigga get fucked up over the Pumas. And I love Pumas.
Never.
I love Pumas, but I ain't never seen a nigga get his ass
never,
over
nigga.
Pumas.
Fuck out here. You know what I mean? But I think the problem is with, you know, you can't tell adult males and adult women to when and where they can spend their money, right? So I just think that, you know, when you make niggas pay
that Migos shirt was about $300.
You said who?
That Migos shirt you had was about $300.
No, it was actually, let me tell you, because I love you, it was $40.
40? Look at you.
I just know how to dress, so I know what to do.
Okay.
I know how to dress.
Okay.
So I don't have to go spend $500 on the shirt.
Exactly. Why you fucking with Grady?
I'm just saying, we talking.
About some clothes, you get Grady hype about some clothes.
You know, he gets sensitive about that.
Grady sensitive about it.
No. I thought he wanted to know. For real. I wasn't sensitive. I thought he wanted to know.
I can take a whole $8 outfit and I know how to flip it.
Grady, he struck a nerve because you was like, you was saying shit, but it was through clenched teeth. You was like, see, I know what the fuck to buy. See, while you over there talking that shit, sidekick, I knew how to motherfucking put this shit together.
No, he said something about no, Larry. When I said something about when you when you make niggas pay, they pay attention. That's all I said. And then when I said about the jumpsuit and niggas like, y'all want the sweatshirt, I'm like, nigga, that's the black label. That ain't gonna be no a throw on the arm. Nigga, you got to pay for that. You know what I'm saying? And that's when James started talking his gay shit.
That's how you know. That's how you know. That's how you know he's sensitive.
Can I get my
sidekick by his government name?
I done purple.
Nah, they royal blues. They just look purple in the shoes.
I thought they was purple. Yeah, they look purple.
They look purple, nigga.
They royal blues. I don't fuck.
Right.
I mean,
I ain't never seen him wear no purple shit. So I did see him wear some blue. No, I ain't never seen him wear no purple shit. But you know, let's just say it like this.
Can I get the black label to match the shoes? That's all I'm asking. I send a swab over to you. I'll send a swab to you. You know,
swatch, motherfucker. It's called a swatch.
I knew you were gonna say it right.
Know how to get you hype.
Yo ain't throwing that shit. He's going to swab. Niggas is swatch. Stop talking about clothes, you piece of shit.
Hey, don't send me no Migos outfit back either.
I may not.
Hey, somebody had a good point in the chat. They said LeVar Ball had some expensive ass shoes and nobody bought them, right?
That's true.
And I think that's because they miscalculated. They just thought, okay, if I put a high price on them, then that's going to be enough. No, it's got to be a status associated with it that I can associate myself with. Yeah. So the Jordan phenomenon happened because Jordan became a great fucking player.
Jordan became Jordan.
It's not because the shoes were that great looking. And in fact, they wasn't even that good to play in because he got injured in the motherfuckers and they had to go back and redesign them. Because he almost stopped wearing them. Right. So the thing was, because he became such a great player, he came at the right time when media really was taking over professional sports. It kind of started with Magic and Bird, but then it got to a higher level where it became sports entertainment, and Jordan was like the spearhead of that.
And so, long on extroverted and get the beard or.
And also, Jordan was like kind of the first player that kind of emerged.
You a mean, horrible person, whoever the fuck you are, nigga. That was mean, nigga.
All right, can I finish my point?
Go ahead.
So Jordan also was one of the first players to kind of bring the street style and influence the NBA. Remember, he started the baggy shorts because before that, niggas was wearing little ass shorts. Their whole quadricep muscle.
Allen Iverson did that, Larry.
No, Jordan did it first. Jordan did it first.
Jordan did that, young ass boy.
Think about it, Grady. Nobody was wearing baggy shorts. Nobody was wearing black socks. Nobody was wearing wristbands up on their fucking arms and shit.
Are you listening to what you're saying? Michigan Wolverine, the Fab Five had black socks before anybody. Cut the shit, Larry.
Brady, but they didn't take it to a level of NBA, which is the epitome. Jordan did that.
Jordan had to eat.
Jordan, think about this.
His first one was
telling me Jordan. You telling me Chris Webber played before Jordan?
No. I didn't say that.
Okay, so Jordan was before the Fab Five. In fact, them niggas was imitating Jordan by wearing the big shorts and all the other shit.
Look at Antoine. Antoine, what do you want, Antoine? What do you want?
Put your face right there.
Right. So that's why the Jordan sneakers became what they were, because who Jordan was, and he took the sneakers with him. Yeah. If he had came in the league and had fucking flopped, we wouldn't be talking about 3 and 4 and 5.
Let me say this. Let me ask you this question, Larry. Let me ask you this question.
So no, hold on.
Wait a minute. Why can't answer my question?
Hold on, I'm finished.
I'm just finishing in LeVar Ball point.
Yes,
He's
sir.
not at the level that a Jordan was. So that's why his shoes didn't take off. And his father pisses a lot of people off. Not that he should, but a lot of people don't like his dad, and I think that affects him too.
So, so you set me up right for the question that I have for you. Why is it that when I watch Kwame Brown talk about LeVar Ball and his boys, being a father of 3 boys,
right?
I believe if Antoine kids play sports, my kids is going to destroy Antoine, just like Antoine going to believe his sons is going to destroy Grady kids. It's just competition. It's nothing personal. It just becomes a different set of terms when the brothers speak about excellence for their children. And then niggas want to be accepted by Anglo-Saxons. That's niggas' problems.
Yeah, no, you're right.
I know I'm right because I'm black. So when it comes down to sucker shit like that, You got to look at it from the whole totality.
This
So niggas want to get behind. You want to get behind the Ball family, basketball shoes, because the Anglo hunkies was like, he's crazy. And it should have just been like, well, he's a daddy. Matter of fact, why we just couldn't keep it on the playground? It's like, my son, better your son, go son, score the basket. Why could be at home? Well, Kwame said, this man got 3 sons, and then all 3 of these sons is making professional money in sports entertainment. You cannot tell me that that's not genius shit. He needs to be talked about and gave his flowers because he said, I'm better than Michael Jordan, but he dissing Air Jordan with a smile, just like they do. So why is it that niggas ain't get behind the Ball shoes? I tried to buy some out here in Santa Monica in LA. I couldn't find them nowhere. I'm just gonna tell you.
So you said you had a question. What was the question?
Why is it that we didn't stand behind LeVar Ball?
Okay.
Why we didn't stand behind the nigga? Because Shannon Sharp and Skip Bayless didn't like the nigga? Or we didn't really like the nigga because we felt he just came in too mouthy. I don't give a fuck about being. I look at the nigga's energy. I don't look at the nigga's mouth. That's people's problem. Fuck what you say. How do you act? That's
the thing. This is where it relates back to slavery. We aren't supposed to profess our greatness. We're only supposed to let people enjoy it. Exactly. Think about every sport that's black, right? Mm-hmm. If you celebrate too much, you get penalized. Football, basketball, they basically it, right? The white sports, you can have a motherfucking party every time you score. Nobody says anything.
That's why I'm always gonna
think about how quickly
hockey.
Think about how quickly the refs tech you in basketball. If you stare down the ref or you do like this, that's a fucked up call. They will give you a tech, right? It's about controlling niggas. And they do it in every aspect of life. And sports is no different. Hockey, you can beat the brakes off a motherfucker. The whole pitch is clear. Y'all can fight, y'all can do all that shit, right? Guess what you get? White people punishment. You get put in a penalty box, which is equivalent to timeout. You do the same thing in basketball, you get fucking ejected for probably suspended. The penalties are way more severe depending on the racial makeup of the sport.
Right.
Football, you can't even do a dance and party in the end zone, right? Because it's predominantly black players who do that. So the thing, getting back to LeVar Ball, let's talk about Venus and Serena's day.
Exactly. He's the first one.
Right? The first one.
Was he prophetic?
Huh?
Both of these fathers were fucking prophetic with their children.
And they
leave it alone.
Right. They spoke about their greatness. They spoke it into existence. And see, they understand what that means. The law of attraction and how all that shit works and speaking things into the universe, and the universe will conspire to give you what you want. They understand that. So it's like, nigga, be quiet. Play ball, entertain us, and then shut the fuck up. Yeah, and so then when you have a dad coming in the league who's going against that, again, the predominantly white media will stifle him. Say he's crazy. Say he's this. Him talking so much is going to hurt his son's career and all that shit. It ain't even about the basketball. It's about, I don't want other black people seeing this as an example and then doing the same thing, and then we can't control them and keep them in a subclass.
Didn't I just say that, Larry? I just
Not
said
really. No, you asked why niggas didn't get behind them, and I'm telling you why. Because we are brainwashed with the same mentality.
That's all I wanted you to say.
Right. So we are on autopilot now. So nobody has to tell us to shut the fuck up. We tell each other to shut the fuck up. People, even I know people that don't like certain players because they have a level of sustained excellence. Right? Like, I knew cats didn't like Magic because Magic was winning. It was cats didn't like Jordan when Jordan was winning. It was cats hated Kobe when Kobe was winning. It's cats that don't like LeBron because LeBron is a winner. And
I
what
don't
that
like he
shows
act
you
on the flow. That's why I don't like LeBron. He act on the flow. That's
is our self-hatred. Why would you not like black excellence that's sustained over a long period of time? Because same reason people may not like you when you come on stage and they laughing a little too hard, Grady. That nigga ain't that funny.
Yes, I am. I'm
right.
Funny. Yeah,
but here's the thing: if you look like Lavelle Crawford, then it's okay.
Yeah.
But because you look like the way you do, then it's a problem. So we got to get over this shit, our own insecurities, and all we do is force them on each other, and we hate each other, and we do it all the time. And it's not just with sports; it's with a whole lot of shit.
Yeah. Antoine, is it like that at your job, nigga?
First of all, I don't like how you came at me just now.
Right, we just talked about how black men should talk to each other. And
first of all,
you see how
I talk to all people incarcerated with a level of respect, Grady. Because if you give it, they're gonna give it right back to you. God damn it! Don't you quit rubbing that damn sulfur 8 in your goddamn head.
Smell it over here.
Man, he got me again when I wasn't paying attention. I
think Grady knew that shit too. That's why
he did. I was reading the text about something. He was like, Antoine, what you think? I was like,
no, Twan. Put it like this, Twan. Because you work, right, where you work at, right? Do you see the same self-hatred amongst other officers like yourself?
No, not really. Man, being in the correctional / law enforcement field, man, that's like a band of brothers. Mm-hmm. I mean, you can have some kind of dislike, which is like be on any job. You know what I mean? Females, I don't like her because she thinks she all that. She thinks she cute. Old boy over there. They're the same thing with any job. But other than that, man, law enforcement, correctional, and the military backgrounds for individuals like a band of brotherhood. Like I thought how comedians were.
Right.
That I thought they were when I first got in this game. I'm like, okay, man. Because when you come from a military, law enforcement, correctional background, that's a band of brothers. When you hit that radio and say 10:33, I need assistance, hey, we on the way. We coming. Because we fail to do tight knits like that. So I'm thinking the same thing. I come in this comedy game. These bunch of backstabbing, come to your club, come to your spot when you book them. Next thing you know, they talking to the promoter only trying to make the damn stuff. They told you what? They said, yeah, Twan, man. He said he can do it for cheaper for what you what? Comedians are some of the most backstabbing ass awful.
But I told you what to do when they do that. You just got to make a threat on the mic like, you know, your sister or your auntie going to end up fucking me. I'm telling you. That shut shit down.
Hey, great.
Weak niggas be like, wait a minute. It's like your auntie or your sister going to end up give me that pussy, nigga. It is what it is. Go ahead, Twan. Go ahead.
No, I think, Twan, was you finished?
I was finished, man. I just did that Grady
right. Grady kind of went left field with that shit.
Right. No, I didn't, Antoine. No, I didn't.
Here's where you see the difference, not necessarily amongst the officers themselves, but the relationship between the inmates and the officers. That's where you see the self-hatred. Okay. Because I work in corrections, you know, just like Antoine. Where you see it is how they call you niggas, Uncle Toms, all this shit. And I had to explain to the inmates before, because they came to me one time complaining about one of the white officers calling them niggas, right?
Okay.
And I said, well, what do y'all call us? And he looked dumbfounded. I said, y'all call us niggas, bitches, Uncle Toms, all kind of shit. And I said, don't you know black inmates had to riot to get officers that look like you that work in these prisons? Somebody that can relate to you and understand your culture. They fought and died for this shit. Because you had, before, you know, 20, 30 years ago, corrections, even a lot of police forces were all white. And of course, you know they're not going to respond to the same people. Now, you do have black officers who overstep their bounds and abuse their authority. But generally speaking, we all understand that I could be locked up the day of tomorrow as a black man. So how would I want somebody to treat me? My brother sell drugs, you know what I mean? Or my cousin. So how I want somebody to treat him when he locked up. So that kind of informs your perspective and how you treat people.
Real shit. Sidekick, how you feel, brother?
Feeling great, family. I'm feeling great.
Shit, sidekick. I know you feel good after that nap you just
Nigga, we talking about the motherfucking question.
I was reading my comments. I was laughing at that.
Nigga said, I feel great.
He said, I feel great, man.
That nigga woke up fresh.
What the fuck are you talking about, nigga?
Hey, sidekick, that's my line too. I was looking at my phone. Yeah, nigga.
I think he said, I'm feeling great, fam. I'm like, how you feel about that shit?
People keep saying
that joint all right.
Yo, that's funny. Somebody said sidekick Googling pork chop recipes and shit.
Somebody said, so man, we're gonna wrap it up. Man, Larry, where the people can find you at? What you got coming up, brother?
Okay, this Saturday I'm gonna be at Diamonds Event Center, headlining the show. You can look all my dates on social media, comedian Larry Lancaster. Also, don't forget to tune in to Throwback Saturdays this and every Saturday at 10 a.m. to 12 noon, man. It's a great show. WEAA.org and 88.9. If you on your streaming device, you just go to WEAA.org and download the app and tune in, man. Once again, Throwback Saturdays with Larry Lancaster and Mike Nice. Thank you, Grady. Thank you, Sidekick. Thank you, Antoine.
Love you, boy. Antoine, what the people can find you from, brother? What you got coming up, man?
Of course, you can follow me on all my social media, man. The Antoine Scott on Instagram, the Antoine Scott 1 on TikTok. Somebody had asked earlier, where can you get my look at your apparel? You can go to any of my social media websites, man. You can go to the link, get yourself a look at the t-shirt. But this Saturday, I be in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, Sioux Falls, South Dakota this Saturday. Then Sunday I will be in Frederick, Maryland this Saturday for Memorial Day weekend comedy jam. Frederick, Maryland, Sunday, like I said, Sioux Falls, South Dakota this Saturday.
Good shit going in Sioux Falls, nigga.
Huh? These jokes, nigga, they going everywhere. Sioux Falls don't make a difference. Nebraska, Utah.
What are you doing in Sioux Falls, though, Antoine?
Huh?
Are you doing jokes?
Yes,
what are you doing?
Jokes. It's a comedy
show. You patrolling the prison? What are you doing, Antoine?
All that, telling jokes. I'm getting you some new beard oil from a cowboy shop while I'm in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. You know, a lot of them wear beards. And they got it for their belt buckles. I'm going to bring it back just for you. When I come back. You know, last time I was in Sioux Falls, they're bringing me back again. I walked in the mall. I ain't never seen a whole section in Macy's of Wranglers. I never seen a whole section. I always seen like Levi's. You see some Sean.
Yeah.
Right.
There's a whole big, humongous section of Wranglers. Never seen it before. Never.
Did you get a pair though?
I didn't.
Hey man, right there when you did that face, you look like Kirk Franklin when you said I didn't. If you do it again, you look like Kirk Franklin. Yeah, but you turn this way, Twan. If you turn this way, you look like Kirk Franklin. And I'm like, yeah, they go OG Kirk Franklin. You know what I'm saying? But
when you wear your hat like this, you look a little bit of Missy Elliott. Just a little bit.
Hey, Sidekick, what if we can find you, boy? That was dope, boy. That was dope. Go ahead.
Sidekick frozen like a motherfucker. Look at him.
He's sleepy. Old and sleepy. James.
Lee Cooper.
Sidekick.
Look, Sidekick ain't cut himself off. His peoples came in there and cut that shit off. Take your ass to sleep.
Go to bed. Every week we gotta go through this. You can sleep. I told you take a nap for the
that nigga said. How you
No,
feel,
the
sidekick?
smooth shit was that he
better.
was like this, yo, like he was still engaged. That shit was smooth.
He said, "Yup, that's what I do." Yep.
All right, man.
Look, I'm asking the question. I'm saying, like, why is he even answering like that? Like, you don't ever answer like that. But listen, man, love you two niggas, man. Yo, everybody that's in the chat room, I will be in first time ever in Kansas City, July 9th, 10th, 11th. First time at Legends Comedy Club. Never been to KC. So I'm just going to see what it looks like. Follow me on YouTube, Ray Grady, Alpha Nation, Instagram at Grady Comedy, Twitter at Grady Comedy. Also, go to raygrady.com, subscribe to my email list. So, man,
real quick, man, I need some of y'all road contacts. Y'all motherfuckers getting it. I need to, I need y'all help.
Whatever you need from me, it's done. I don't give a
bro.
Okay, cool. All right, man. Love y'all.
Love you, boy. Love everybody in the chat room. Salute. We'll see y'all. This is Alpha Man Monday.
For listening. Appreciate y'all. Alpha Man Monday.
All day long. Antoine Scott, Larry Lancaster, Ballhead, DJ Sidekick. We out of here.
Peace.